the 4 seasons, day and night were 6 brothers. Day and night had already divided their time. But once, there was a debate among all the seasons about who is better. Then Agnidev, the fire god, said,
I am the eldest. If I cease to exist, there will be no harvest and people will die due to hunger.
Now it was Sheetdev, the winter god's turn.
No, brother. The harvest happens just because of the winter.
Indradev, the rain god, couldn't see this, so he showcased his power to them.
Brother, the harvest happens because of my rainfall.
Even the youngest, Vayudev, the wind god, was not one to stay behind.
Brother, when I move, clouds gather, then it rains. And after that, there is harvest.
Who else could determine which season is better besides the people? That's why all 4 gods came to Vijayanagar.
The weather is so good during the summer, Manish, honey.
Did you hear that? The people of Vijayanagar love me so much.
How does it matter if only one person says this?
That's true, Ranga. Mangoes flourish during the summer, and I make good profit due to this.
The decision has been made, leaving the people of Vijayanagar under the protection of Agnidev. The rest of the brothers went away from there.
Oh, it's so hot, Manish, honey. It seems like it's raining fire.
Oh no! All my mangoes have dried up and fallen down. This summer has caused me a lot of loss.
Oh, it's so hot. Somebody give me some water. Is this summer or some calamity? When will it end?
Oh, this heat burnt my cotton. Oh God, save us from this heat. Give us rain. People don't want you, brother. They want me. And I have to listen to their prayers.
And then Indradev brought the rain.
It's raining? Well, at least we got some relief from this heat, Manish, honey.
Oh no, this erratic rain won't even let me sculpt properly.
Anything in excess is not good, even if it is rain.
Oh God, what kind of test you are taking, Manish, honey?
The winter is better than this. At least I can sell my cotton.
You're right. I also get plenty of clothes for washing. Lots of them. When will winter come?
Brother, the people of Vijayanagar don't want you. They want me.
And then Sheetdev relieved the people by spreading his cold waves throughout Vijayanagar.
The season of winter has arrived, Manish, honey. I was eagerly waiting for this. People often get hungry during winter and my grain sells.
Chiranji uncle, please make this quilt quickly.
It will take some time because the untimely winter has come quite suddenly.
At least it is better than the scorching heat and relentless rain.
Did you hear that?
Is this water or ice? It's so cold.
What kind of quilt is this? It doesn't provide any warmth at all.
How can a quilt fight this cold when even the fire isn't working against it?
Why do you open the shop every day and wait for the customers? The cold has made everyone sick. Will people eat the doctor's medicine or your grain?
Oh no, monies, honey! All these seasons will ruin my business!
This winter has even made me sick. How can I make medicine for so many people? Come back tomorrow.
The weather is so cold and there is no medicine. Oh God, save us!
So Sheepdev also understood that he was not welcome there. Now it was the turn of the youngest, Vayudev.
Do you see now, brother? The people of Vijayanagar don't want you all anymore. Now it's my turn.
It's so breezy here. What a pleasant weather today. It will be fun washing the clothes. Oh. Huh? Oh no! My clothes! Stop! My clothes! My clothes! Oh!
Oh, what a disaster! Oh, my trees! Damn!
Oh no, monies, honey! My grains! My shop! Mohan, where are you going alone? Wait, I'm also coming with you!
Even with the arrival of Vayudev, the people of Vijayanagar were not happy. They wanted to get rid of this problem very quickly.
Guruji, now only you can suggest a solution. This has never happened before. The weather has been erratic for the past few days.
Even I had a huge loss, Guruji. Well, it seems like the gods of the seasons are fighting amongst themselves. Being gods, they should think about it. We are bearing the loss due to their fight. Let me tell you one thing. Fights always happen to prove a point. If they understand that it's not about being better than each other, but about being together for the welfare of the people, then this fight will end.
All the gods realized their mistake after hearing Guruji's words. It is also true that the joy of rain comes after the heat of summer. Similarly, summer is refreshing after the winter. The wind provides relief in the summer. In the rainy season, clouds spread due to the wind, distributing uniform rain everywhere. After that, the mood of the weather never changed. Once in Vijayanagar, it kept raining continuously for several days, due to which people were very upset.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Para Brahma.
Oh no! What's this? What are you doing?
Prayer to the god for stopping the rain.
You spilled my rasam.
Not only Raju, but also others in Vijayanagar wanted the rain to stop. Among them was Chani Prasad, the sculptor of Vijayanagar. Where could he find the stones to sculpt statues in the rain? So he began sculpting the stones he had at home.
Wow!
Oh, where did my stone go? It was here somewhere. Huh?
Huh? Where is the stone? Move away from there, please.
Oh, what happened, my dear?
Have you seen my stone that I used to grind the chutney?
How do I know?
What? You made a statue of this too? Now how do I grind the chutney? Where are you running away?
Whether it was Raju's prayer or Chani Prasad's patience, the rain stopped and the open sky of Vijayanagar was narrating the story of the havoc caused by the rain. When Raju left for the temple to thank God for stopping the rain, he saw something by the riverbank that he had never seen before.
Miracle! Oh God! After helping us overcome the troubles in Vijayanagar, you yourself came to bless us. We are blessed! I'll tell this to everyone!
Oh no, not this. Not even this. Not a single stone is of use to me. Oh God, this is injustice.
God has come! God has come!
Justice has been served quickly, God. This flat stone is perfect for sculpting a statue. It will be a lot of fun. I'll bring my chisel and hammer right away.
In the same stone where Raju saw God, in that very stone, Chani Prasad thought it would be perfect to sculpt a statue. But this was not going to stop here.
I'm very tired now. You go and take some rest too, huh? Wow, such a flat stone. Why not take some rest on it? Oh, it seems I fell asleep. And why not? This place is so nice, and on top of that, this stone is so flat. This place will relieve all the tiredness of my business friends too. I'll inform them right away.
Hey, wait. I say wait. Let me carve the statue first. Then we will fill it with colors.
This is not color. It's turmeric and vermilion. How sinful you are. God himself has appeared and you can't see it?
But how can he appear until I carve the stone with my chisel and hammer?
Stop! Leave!
My friends, go and fight somewhere else. We just want to relax here. What is the problem with you? Huh?
Bhaskar, it's me, Mannu.
Oh, so you did all this?
How dare you sit on my god?
This is a stone for sculpting, not a cot.
Don't you try to come in between this.
This stone is for making sculptures.
No, this is my god.
This is my stone.
No, it's mine.
No, it's mine.
It is neither yours nor yours. It is mine. Huh? How dare you? Leave me.
Stop this!
Listen, who are they? Huh?
They look like tribals. We are soldiers of King Vidyadhar. Move back.
We need to clear this stone blocking the path.
I'll see how you move my god from here.
This is my stone for sculpting. If I complain to the king, you will be in big trouble.
We are also merchants. Don't try to threaten us by using king's name. Go and make your statue somewhere else. This is for our relaxation. This is my stone, understood? Hey, Keshav! Why are you washing clothes on our god?
But where is your god?
Look, this is our resting and relaxing place. Move away from here.
What relaxation? This stone is for making sculptures.
Statue? Resting place? God? This is my stone for washing clothes.
What?
The mud might have stuck to it due to the rain. That's probably why there's a misunderstanding among all of you.
Huh? He's talking as if his name is written on it. Huh?
Oh, yes. Yes. What? Have you seen it now? Now go from here. I have to wash the clothes of the royal palace.
Oh, it's too hot.
Oh no, where is my pot going? Stop! 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 Oh no, so much water got spilled. Now how will I spend the whole day with so little water?
That year, there was absolutely no rain in Vijayanagar, which forced people to travel far for a single drop of water. Everywhere, people were longing for even one drop of water. The spilling of water made Ravi very sad too.
Oh no, how did this happen? It seems like today is an unfortunate day.
Hey, listen, son! Oh, you have fallen. I am old, or I would have helped you get up. Anyway, get up quickly and give me some water instantly.
Water?
Hey, you are reacting as if I asked you for gold.
Uncle, water is no less valuable than gold these days. Anyways, sit down. I'll bring some water.
Give me some more water.
What? More water?
Oh, leave it. I'll take it myself.
He drank all the water. Well, no matter. They say giving water is a virtuous deed.
Son, you are very kind. The way you helped this old man, keep helping everyone in the same way. You will be greatly blessed.
Oh, I'm so thirsty. Uncle has already finished all the water. What do I do now? Water. What is this miracle? Wow, the water was so pure and sweet.
How are you, Ravi?
I am fine. Has your leg not healed yet?
What do I say, friend? I've consulted doctors, healers, and tried medicines, but there has been no improvement.
Have patience. Everything will be fine. By the way, where are you going in the scorching heat?
We are going to the doctor. Since yesterday, Fatima has a high fever. We are very thirsty. Please give us some water.
I would have given you water, Kareem, but I just drank all the water a moment ago. There isn't a drop left in the pot. Today is just an unfortunate day.
What, my friend? You didn't find anyone to fool today? Wow, this water is as sweet as jaggery.
What? Water in the pot? Let me see.
What are you doing?
Kareem, hold on, don't fall.
Wow, my leg is fine now.
Eh?
Ravi, my friend, your water is truly magical.
Magical?
Fatima, you also drink.
Brother, my fever has gone. This water is really magical.
Even the doctors couldn't heal my leg, but this water did it immediately.
There is no magic in the water. It's just a coincidence.
No, my brother Kareem is absolutely right. We should tell this to everyone.
Yes, hurry up. I will go running. No, hopping. No, I will dance while going. Everyone listen. My leg is fine now.
Kareem, listen. Where are you going?
The tale of Ravi's magical pot spread throughout Vijayanagar very fast. And the surprising thing was that the water in the pot never seemed to run out. And people were also healed.
I'm absolutely fine now.
But Ravi never asked for anything in return. And then one day,
Ravi, quickly come with me and bring your magical pot. My boss is quite unwell.
Stop! Who are you? Move back!
You seem to be clever. Can't you see the crowd here? They have come just to drink water. Go and wait for your turn.
What will you gain by curing these poor people? A little grain? Come with me. My boss will fill your bag with money.
after hearing this, Ravi thought that the point is indeed valid. Treating rich people might change his fate. Without thinking much, he asked everyone to come the next day and left from there with his magical pot. Now this routine began every day. Ravi ignored everyone else and started treating only the rich people. And gradually, the crowd outside his shop started reducing.
Hey, son. Oh, uncle, you.
Can I get some water?
Why not?
Ravi, quickly pick up your water pot and get on the horse. The queen has been bitten by a mosquito.
Yes. Coming right away. But let me give some water to uncle first.
The queen is unwell and you are busy giving water to others. If the queen recovers by drinking your water, then all this money will be yours.
What? Then let's go.
The magical water didn't show any effect on the queen.
I already had a doubt. What our herbal medicines couldn't cure, how can the water do it? My king, he is just a cheat.
Soldiers, arrest him!
He's here.
Oh, open the door! Open the door, please! You cheater! Get away from my sight, or I will banish you from my kingdom forever!
Please forgive me, my king, please.
Ravi returns to his shop to save his life, but doesn't find anyone in the shop. He understands that all of this happened because of that old uncle. Ravi realizes his mistake of how he stopped helping poor people for some money.
I have made a big mistake. I will have to repent for this.
After that day, Ravi started filling a pot with water outside his shop every day. It wasn't magical, but it definitely quenched everyone's thirst. Since then, no thirsty person ever returned from there without drinking water, because Ravi understood that there is no greater virtue than helping others.
Huh?
It seems like Chiru has understood the meaning of the story. Isn't it, children?
If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Murthy Media.